Morning, students. As you know, the story that we are going to cover today is I Want Something in a Case. And we have studied in this story that Mr. Purcell, who is just running a shop, a pet shop, in which there are variety of animals and birds in his case. One day what happened that a man comes and enters his shop and wants something in his case, and what he wants that we have to find out in this story. The man's shiny shoes squeaked forward. His suit was cheap, ill-fitted, but obviously new. The man, the moment he entered, the writer has well explained his dress, about his shoes, about his dress. The dress he wore was not suiting him, not well fitted, but it was new dress for him. He had a startling glance and close cropped hair. Ignoring Purcell for the moment, he rolled his gaze around the shadowy shop. The moment the man who had come to the shop of Mr. Purcell did not pay attention towards him, but he started looking towards the shop, ignoring Mr. Purcell. A nasty morning, volunteered the shopkeeper. Mr. Purcell said that such an unpleasant morning is today. He clasped both hands across his melon-like stomach and smiled importantly. I see by the paper we are in for a cold spell. Now what was it you wanted? Here Mr. Purcell said that day he was very much frustrated, not very happy. That's why he said unpleasant morning, and he put his hands on his melon-like stomach, means he was a very fatty man, okay, on his stomach, and said that, do you want something, mister? You have come to my shop. The man stared closely at Mr. Purcell as though just now aware of his presence. He said, I want something in a case. The moment Mr. Purcell asked to the man who had come to his shop, he was surprised. He saw that really there is a person in this shop. Before that he was unaware of Mr. Purcell. He said that I want something in a case. The man, something in a case? Mr. Purcell was a bit confused. You mean some sort of pet? When he said, means he was saying generally, he was not giving the particular animal and bird's name. He said directly something. He was in the state of confusion. Mr. Purcell was in the state of confusion. Something means what? You need to take the name of the thing that you want from my shop. I mean what I said, snapped the man. Something in a case, something that is small. He said that it means you want something in a case. That is, I see, hastened the shopkeeper, not at all that he did. His eyes narrowed gravely and he pursed his lips. Now let me think. A white rat, perhaps? I have some very nice white rats. He started thinking. Mr. Purcell started thinking that what he wants. He guessed and at last said that you want perhaps rats. I have nice rats, fine rats. No, said the man, not rats, something with wings, something that flies. He said that I don't want rats. I want something that can fly in the sky, that has wings. A bird, exclaimed Mr. Purcell. Mr. Purcell, surprised and surprisingly, said that it means you need a bird. A bird, all right. A bird All right, the customer pointed suddenly to suspended case which contained two snowy birds' doves. How much for those? Yes, he said that yes, I want birds. And in birds, doves. 550 came the prompt answer, and a very reasonable price. They are a fine pair. He said that the price of these birds are $550, and he said that okay, no doubt, I am going to accept the price and I need these birds. 550. The man was obviously crestfallen. He hastily produced a $5 bill. I would like to have these birds, but this is all I have got, just $5. He said that okay. He produced $5 and said that I want these birds. Mentally, Mr. Purcell made a quick calculation which told him that at a 50-cent reduction he would still reap a tidy profit. He smiled magnanimously. He said that okay, I want to reduce 50 cent from the price. My dear man, if you want them that badly, you can certainly have them for $5. He said that if you really want, you need to have them for $5. I will take them. He laid his $5 on the counter. He said he put $5 on the counter. The man cocked his head to one side, listening to the constant chattering, the rushing, scurry of the shop. That's noise, he bluttered. Doesn't it get you? The man said to Mr. Purcell, means to the shopkeeper, that don't you be in the state of confusion, don't you be worried that so much variety of noise, sounds coming from the birds, and still you don't confuse, you don't get annoyance. Noise? What noise? Mr. Purcell looked surprised. He could hear nothing unusual. But Mr. Purcell was usual, in the habit of listening the birds. It was usual sound. That's why he did not had any types of differences from the sound of the birds and animals. He said that no, what nonsense you are talking. He's surprised. This is not something new for me. I am usual to these sounds, and these are very pretty sounds for me, pleasant sound for me. The customer glared. I mean, all this kissed stuff drives you crazy, doesn't it? He said that these all birds making such unpleasant sound and doesn't make you crazy. Mr. Purcell drew back. Either the man was insane or drunk. He said hastily, yes, certainly, I guess so. Listen, the staring eyes came closer. How long did you think it took me to make the $5? He said that either you are crazy or you are drunken. You have taken some alcohol, that's why you are talking so nonsense. And he said that you have taken some alcohol and you are in the habit of doing so. That's why this statement of the man in the shop of Mr. Purcell make Mr. Purcell angry, because he loves dogs, animals and birds. It was his passion for loving. He also came to know some treatment. If there is some problem with the birds and animals, he also knew how to treat them. So he was emotionally connected with the birds. It was not only his profession, but it was his passion too. Thank you.